Hey guys, it's Walt, back with more Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Last time we explored some new lands, and this time we're gonna start exploring some quote-unquote new monsters. This one's not too new compared to what we fought before. But before we do that, I'd like to upgrade my hammer finally with materials from the tundra to make a frozen core. And of course we need more Isis ore to upgrade this. But it's a pretty great hammer for what we have right now. Also, off screen I grabbed enough carpenter bugs to upgrade this, however, I cannot upgrade it because I am poor. Also, since we upgraded the farm last time, we got a handy dandy new tool here to get some more materials. We got one box. Woo! So much stuff. Yeah. Yeah, just like the mushroom farm, you just go to it, gather honey, and get 3 honey. Oh wow, that's actually more than I was expecting. I was expecting like 1 or 2. Outside of that, just usual farm stuff. Let's see. So I wanted to get the ice core before I did the hunt that I have lined up for this episode, because the target monster that I'm going after is weakest to ice. Each monster has elemental weaknesses. None of them actually, well, there isn't really anything like elemental resistance for monsters. They are just weak, or they have different amount of weakness to different elements. So that can range from no weakness to a lot of weakness. Our target today is very weak to ice, which is what this hammer is, so bringing this hammer will be a great asset to defeating the monster. And honestly, even without this ice, using this hammer would be amazing, just due to the 120 attack power and quite a bit of grin sharpness. I actually don't see myself switching hammers anytime soon, mainly just because the fire hammer is not available for a while, and the water hammer is a decent way, well, I say decent ways off, but it's a few hunts away. Anyway, we're going after the Great Wroggi, which is basically the leader of the poison guys in the Flood Forest. So yeah. Now, I'm an idiot, and I forgot to buy antidotes. Not that I have the money to buy antidotes, or you can actually combine to make antidotes as well, but I'm not very smart, and I didn't think of that before I went on this quest. Classic Walt being underprepared. Or unprepared. Same difference, really. Anyway, I believe Great Wroggi is in 10, so gotta climb up the not mountain. I was about to say mountain, but this is not a mountain. That's a ledge, Walt. You should know. There's a huge difference between a ledge and a mountain. A mountain's just made up of a bunch of ledges, really. Slope ledges, flat ledges, all sorts of types, really. So actually, you have to go up the hallways to get to area 10. It's just down the hall, man. It's not that far. I really hope Great Wroggi's in 10, or else I'll feel bad for being wrong. Alright, I did get it right at least. Now the Great Wroggi is a bird wyvern like Great Wroggi is. Poison status monster. Notice it said status and not element. There is a difference. This monster is essentially a Great Wroggi that can spit poison. Along with his minions. Okay, well I just got poisoned by a minion instead of Great Wroggi. Great Wroggi's poison is a poison cloud though, which is different from his minions. It lingers for a bit and it's actually rather obnoxious. Outside of the poison cloud, I don't believe Great Wroggi has any moves that differ it from Great Wroggi. Great Wroggi has a head break, and that's it, I believe breaking the Great Wroggi's head also makes the poison cloud smaller. Also, I am getting trashed on, like, thoroughly trashed right now. It's a bit rougher than Great Wroggi because Wroggies have that hip check move that knock you all around, and they have more than 2 HP, so you can't kill them instantly. And they poison you. Honestly, the true difficulty of the fight is the like the miniature Wroggies. The not so great Wroggies. And the fact that he likes to back up into poisons. How? What even poisoned me? Oh god. This is actually bad. Well, when in doubt, take a strategy out of Joseph Joestar's notebook and run. There's like 99.9% of the time there's no penalty for running away. The only time there's a penalty is if there's another large monster that just happens to be where you spawn. And that monster just like steps on you and you just card. I almost said die, but you don't die in this game. So this is gonna be rough because I have no antidotes. Thankfully, if you do get poisoned and you have no antidotes, it will run out eventually. However, it's a very slow process, so you will be taking a lot of damage and going through your healing potions, like, very quickly. Thankfully, I broke his head, so hopefully I'm right about breaking his head and he will not have as big poison smoke clouds. Not that matters, because I think both times I got poisoned by his minions, so yeah. Oh, they don't even make the clouds anymore. So it is technically smaller by not existing. Also, I think this guy drops shinies when you break his head. Different monsters, like you'll notice that monsters drop shinies. Well, each large monster has specific requirements for them to drop their shiny. Like for Great Wroggi, breaks his head. For I believe Arzuros is to throw a dunk bomb on him. And I don't remember. Was Echo drop a shiny when I Sonic Bombed him? Because I think that's what his is. Also, I am not having good luck hitting his head. Yes. Oh, good. He's exhausted. So exhausted he died. Wow. Didn't even limp away. Oh, what a guy. Also, I feel like this is going to be a short episode because I don't have any quests lined up after this guy. Like, at all. That's well, I guess a short episode isn't bad every now and then. Yeah. Gives me room to breathe as a content creator, so. And we may as well mine while we're here. Maybe get some of that Beelite ore, because I'll probably need some for some reason. I don't know what reason. I also need to start building into longswords or cutting weapons, because we'll get to why we want a cutting weapon, I believe, in the next large monster fight. But it'll be an episode until then. I can't brain anymore. It's been a long day, honestly. I probably shouldn't bulk record these videos in hindsight, but like, you know, what else is a college student gonna do? Gotta record these while I can. It's that kind of thing. Because honestly, some nights I'm just unable to sit down and record. And other nights I may just want to play a different game with a friend, well, there's actually the Civilization 6 expansion's coming out. I believe tonight, actually, at midnight, as of the time of recording. So, you know, if I want to play that, you know, kind of have to give up recording this, and that's kind of why I'm sticking to an episode every other day kind of schedules to give me freedom in doing other things like schoolwork or just, you know, breathing and playing other games. Because, you know, at first glance, like a Let's Play or a playthrough doesn't really seem like much work. Like, you know, but now that I'm actually like making one, there's actually more like work that goes into more, or excuse me, I can't speak. There's more work that goes into each episode than what appears. Because, you know, this editing, the very little of it that I do, uploading, and sometimes all the off-screen stuff. Like making the armor set took me like an hour, so it's like an hour out of my fairly busy schedule, which is, you know, quite significant. But that's just me bitching about being busy. Honestly, if I managed time better, I'm sure I could record more often. It's just wanting to do other things other than record Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. I don't even know how I got into this topic. I guess, oh yeah, shorter episode because I don't have anything else to do, because Great Wroggi's a little bit of a wimp, honestly. Especially with this hammer. Honestly, this hammer did everything. So, like, if you're using a hammer, definitely get in the Frozen Core as soon as you get to 3-star Village. It's really good, and a lot of monsters, well, I say a lot, but a good portion of monsters are at least somewhat weak to ice, if not very weak to ice. Korpeko is actually one of those monsters, so if you want to farm Korpeko, I'd do the Korpeko urgent, go to the Tundra, make this hammer, and then fight Korpeko with this hammer, because it's very good. However, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Sorry it's a bit short, but it is what it is, and I don't want to blend different multiple new monsters into the same episode, because that gets a bit cluttered, and that's just nasty. Anyway, you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. I swear I'm gonna have to like get a note card or something, because I forgot to go over the Great Wroggi's armor, just like I forgot about Korpeko's armor and every other large monster's armor. So the Great Wroggi armor has like a cowboy motif. And the skills that gives are interesting. Actually, they're pretty solid, all things considered. Not as good as Great Wroggi, but solid. The downside to the Great Wroggi armor is that I think it makes you more susceptible to stunning. I mean, that it takes less hits and more frequently to stun you. Now, the status skill will increase the amount of poison, paralysis, or sleep damage your weapons do if they are those type of weapons. It's a pretty good skill if you're trying to poison a monster rapidly, or paralyze them rapidly. Sleep's a iffy status, at least on Blade Master weapons, but that's beside the point. Constitution, they forgot a few letters. Basically, that skill allows you to use less stamina while rolling or blocking. At least I believe with blocking anyway. So it's a solid skill. There's nothing wrong there. And perception is capture guru, fairly useful as well. Overall, you know, if you don't have the Jackie armor and you want to be different, Great Wroggi is a good way to go, honestly. I used the high rank set briefly. It was nice. Anyway, as I already said to you guys, hope you guys have a nice day and later.